Hey guys, what's up? So this video is to discuss the bootcamp details, right? So before we begin, bootcamp will be $1K per head, okay? Be $1K per head. So if you want it, you gotta put some sacrifice, you gotta sacrifice a bit to come into it, right? I only want a quality set of people. I don't want quantity. Okay, let me just get that straight. All right. So what can you expect? So during this bootcamp, you can expect to learn things that you have never ever been exposed to before, right? The topics such as manipulated ranges. So again, manipulated ranges is a topic that I have gone through on YouTube, but not in much detail, right? As I go through with the mentorship. Okay. So we'll also be going through concepts like CSD, CLS, timings, and much more, right? A lot of things will be explored. Okay. So with some work put in 100%, right? With some work put in, you can definitely see results because I'm definitely seeing my one-on-ones really get those results out. Okay. Because they have a proper understanding because they, like I said, they put in the work. Okay. Just don't show up, don't pay, don't waste your money, and don't show up just to see what I got to say and just, discard it. Okay. Like anything in life, you got to put some work to get good at it. Okay. So how is the bootcamp structured? So the bootcamp is structured into 3 days of content delivery. There might be a 4th day for trade planning. Okay. So each with the last portion of the session dedicated to chart examples of the concepts or the ideas discussed on that respective day. Okay. So we'll have like a summary session at the end of the session whereby we go through some chart examples just so I can drive the point home. All right. So day one, what will day one cover? Day one will cover structure, ranges, and manipulation. Now, structure, when I say structure, I don't mean higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, lower lows. No. There's a specific price sequence that determines what a structural point is and what is not a structural point. Okay. So additionally, you will learn to see price manipulation in a different light using ideas of consolidation that no one uses, right? No one uses this, right? The way I see consolidations, bro, no one uses it. And the way I see price manipulation, I'd say there are 2 ways that I look at things. One is, there's a specific candle within the manipulation that I use. And at the same time, there's another pattern that I use as well. Okay. On day 2, we'll focus on CSDs, gaps, price sequences using CLS. Okay. So day 2 will be focusing more on the precision element of this type of trading. So this will draw your attention to one specific candle within a range that works 100% of the time, given that obviously, given that you are on the right side of order flow. Okay. So additionally, you will be focusing on specific price sequences after a break of structure and a different set of price sequences you can use in conjunction with CLS timings. Now, CLS timings, no one uses it the way I do, right? I am the first, my mentorship is the first mentorship to ever introduce CLS into the content. Okay. And again, 90-minute liquidity cycle, I saw someone wanted me to include that as well. Well, the same thing. My mentorship is the first mentorship that brought about the 90-minute liquidity cycles after, obviously, ICT made it public to everyone on this Telegram chat. Okay. I am the first guy that brought about its usage and its application, and everyone has been following me ever since. Okay. And I got receipts. All right. So apart from that, CSDs, game changer, and how I use gaps with this is also a game changer, right? I focus more on price sequences so that you don't have to be subjective, right? There's a specific method to what I do. Okay. And as a bonus, you'll also come to learn the actual Asian session, London session, and New York session, right? Right. So day 3. So day 3, you'll be focusing on mitigation and weak and strong structural points of price. So day 3 will focus on understanding what the purposes of mitigation is and how this leads to understanding what makes structural points weak. And on the same note, what makes structural points strong under different circumstances, right? So what this will achieve for your personal understanding is the ability to identify weak structural points as liquidity pools that can be targeted under buy programs and sell programs. So your focus, right? Your focus should be more towards day 1 and day 2, right? have a good understanding of that, have a solid understanding of that. And once you do understand that, and once you do form your entry model, right, which is basically another point I want to talk about, your entry model, we can discuss it on day 3, right? So once you form your entry model using day 1 and day 2, right, it's as simple as saying, okay, I'm bullish, I'm going to buy from here, and I'm going to target this weak high. Why not anything below the weak high? Because if that high is truly weak, then obviously everything below it is weak, right? So for example, if I have something like this, right? So if I have a weak high over here, what will I do? If that's my weak high, if I have other highs over here, and if I buy over here, I can easily keep my take profit up here, right? Why would I just stop here? Maybe I can take partials, but why would I just stop it on that? You see? So if that did not show up, I'm sorry. Send me a message on Telegram. I'll show you an example, right? So day 1 and day 2 is going to be extremely important for day 3. All right. Now I know this seems a bit basic. What you're seeing right now, day 1, day 2, day 3, it's a bit basic, right? Obviously, I'm not going to show everything on a presentation slide on YouTube. Okay. It's going to be at least 1.5 to 2 hours long. All right. Each session is going to be about 1.5 to 2 hours long. And once you're in for good, right? You'll have access to 250 plus videos, right? You will see that I have credibility for what I just said, for what I spoke about, the 90-minute liquidity cycles and CLS, right? You will see that it all dates back to the beginning of last year, or maybe even 2 years before that, or 2 years from now, 2 years prior to now. And I'm talking about the 90-minute liquidity cycle, whereas the CLS, I think maybe last year. Right? You will see all of that when you join, right? So the boot camp, right? What are the benefits do you get after being present for the boot camp? So one of the main benefits that you will enjoy is that you will be a part of the Trading Academy community on a lifetime basis. No other payments required, right? So as a result of that, you will have access to our live trading sessions on Friday and our weekly 2-day community calls on Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. EST onwards. Now you might ask me, okay, live trading sessions on Friday only, but why not Monday? Why not Tuesday? Wednesday, Thursday? Well, I also have my commitment to the one-on-one mentorships, right? So I gotta prioritize them as well. Okay. So from a payment standpoint, on other services, you will get 30% off of our prop firm passing service. And if you still want a one-on-one mentorship after the bootcamp, you will receive the same benefit, about 30% to 50% off. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm still charging for the one-on-one mentorship is because I got to make time for you, because even I have a life, man. Right? So it's got to be worth it for me. Okay. That's why. All right. So apart from that, once you're in the boot camp, you're in the Trading Academy community for life until you die or until I die. All right. So yeah. So we will be commencing with the boot camp on September. I'll release the date later on. I need to update my website first. Okay. So I'll release it around September. And there's going to be about a 1-week enrollment process whereby you have to get in 1 week prior to the sessions. Okay. About 30 to 40 people will be the limit. And I hope to see you all there. All right. So that, guys, this will be the last ever mentorship you will need. All right. So with that, see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.